In The Singularity is Nearer, author Ray Kurzweil asks us to consider why the news is always so negative despite the actual progress happening around us. He points out, for example, extreme poverty worldwide has been steadily decreasing, literacy rates are on the rise, and more households have access to basic sanitation every day. These are massive achievements, but they rarely make the headlines. Why? Because these positive changes are gradual and not as attention-grabbing as sudden crises. News coverage is biased towards dramatic negative events because they capture our attention more effectively. From ancient myths to modern movies, stories with conflict and danger are what grip our brains. This pattern extends to the news we consume, where the mantra, "If it bleeds, it leads," dominates. Social media algorithms also amplify this bias by prioritizing content that evokes strong emotional reactions to keep us engaged, which often means showing more alarming news. This skews our perception, making the world seem more dangerous and chaotic than it actually is. Our tendency to focus on negative information is rooted in our evolution. For our ancestors, survival depended on being hyper-aware of threats. This instinct remains with us, making us more attuned to bad news and less likely to notice slow, positive changes. Such negativity has been linked to the amygdala, the part of our brain responsible for primal emotions like fear and rage. It's our early warning system, always on high alert for threats. This means we are neurologically and psychologically evolved to be afraid of the future and the unknown. Even if the amygdala is relaxed, we still aren't likely to catch much of the good news happening because we're simply not wired to do so. Throughout most of human history, improvements in quality of life were so slow that they were barely noticeable. This changed dramatically with the Industrial Revolution and continues today with technological advancements. However, our perception hasn't caught up with this reality. Psychological studies show that we remember negative events less vividly over time, while positive memories linger longer. This fading affect bias means we often view the past more fondly than it deserves. Conversely, we are highly aware of our current problems, which skews our perception of progress. We also experience confirmation bias, the tendency to interpret information in a way that confirms our preconceptions, and negativity bias, which gives more weight to negative information. This is why bad news tends to stick with us more than good news. Cognitive psychologist Steven Pinker further points out that media gatekeepers prefer negative to positive news coverage. The consequences of negative news are themselves negative, causing heavy news watchers to become conditioned to think things are worse than they are. Despite these biases, the reality is that life is getting exponentially better. Advances in technology and innovation are driving significant improvements in many aspects of life, from healthcare to education to poverty alleviation. Today, the number of people living in poverty has never been lower. Democracies are more widespread today than ever. Literacy rates are at an all-time high. And we're making significant strides in reducing hunger, improving sanitation, and increasing life expectancy. So, understanding the reasons for our biases can help us maintain a more balanced perspective. While we shouldn't ignore the real challenges before us, recognizing the broader trends of progress can inspire us to continue working towards a better future. Optimism isn't just wishful thinking, it can be a powerful motivator. Believing in and working towards a better world can help make it a reality. Stay informed, stay hopeful, and let's build a brighter future together.